Grass is starting to grow pretty good here too. Good morning. So we have some broken down trucks ahead.
Just one like granny lane somewhere.
I'm like, this is awfully tight. Is there room to get through this? Sure hope so.
Turn left on Carrion Road.
So guys, I've got my first sponsorship. Shouldn't surprise anyone that Sutco is that sponsorship. So I'll be doing short little ad reads at the beginning of videos and see how that goes. This video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation. Sutco's hiring Class 1 flat deck drivers in BC and Alberta. Go to sutco.ca and use the promo code QUANFAM to receive an extra $100 on your first payday. I'm kind of excited to have a sponsor.
It's very exciting.
I'm not making any money off of it. I will make it. I'm at not even 2,000 subscribers, so my first sponsorship deal is not going to be a money maker. I'm going to make a couple of bucks every time someone uses the promo code QUANFAN. I did not pick that promo code. My promo code would have been Cookie Monster, but that's their promo code. And it's not QUANFAN, it's my name, Fan. So I'll do short little reads at the beginning of videos. You'll see the Sutco logo pop up. It's not going to take over the videos. Don't worry about it. It'll be a short little read.
Hopefully everybody's enjoying the new intro.
Yeah, I wonder how people are enjoying it. I guess we'll be getting feedback for that from last week already, because I started doing it there. So, it is hot. Whew, I'm sweating. It is 13.5 degrees Celsius. We are in, I guess technically we're in Winfield now. We loaded in Kelowna.
No, we're in Kelowna.
Oh, right here. Here you go. Kelowna city limit. Now we're leaving Kelowna and driving into Winfield. Don't worry, we'll be driving right back into Kelowna. So we had two pickups, one over here. Steel bars that were kind of hard to get secured. Threw a lot of straps. I kept throwing straps until I couldn't move anything by hand.
I was right though.
You were right?
Kind of ish.
You said loading in Kelowna.
Yeah.
So the first load was in Oyama, and the second load was here in technically Kelowna. So technically, you were right when you said we were loading in Kelowna. And we're too far south now, so we'll take Highway 33. No Nakusp ferry ride. This is a steep hill, and the truck behind me knows better, pulled up right to my bumper. So, I cannot miss this. And I didn't. Whew. No rollback. We might make the light. It's a UPS behind us.
Except when chip truck guy waved to you.
Sorry, didn't see you. I was worried about my mirrors and stuff. Did you recognize the driver?
Oh no, I don't know many of them.
Just a wave. We wave at each other. 4 lanes, we don't usually wave at a lot of big rigs, but I'm speeding, I think. It's not 70 here yet. Is it 70 already? It must be 70 already. Because there it says 90. Okay, it must be 70. I missed that too. Alright. Let's drive through. Well, we won't drive through Kelowna. We're gonna stay. We're gonna shortcut through. What's that community called north of Kelowna?
Oh, it's like tip of my tongue.
We'll be driving through something.
Rutland?
Rutland. Driving through Rutland. Shortcut through Rutland, head to Highway 33, and then climb to Big White. Very heavy, so it'll be a big climb. Well, the rear trailer's not that heavy. My drives are maxed out. I didn't know what, because it's 2 pickups. It's hard to decide how you're going to load up the first load if you don't know how heavy or how long. You need the dimensions and the weight of your next load, and I didn't get that, so I loaded the front fairly heavy, thinking the rear might be heavy too, just in case. And the steel beams on the back are not very heavy. It's only like 3,000 pounds. So back of the trailer is fairly light. Drives are nice and heavy, close to max. It'll be a nice smooth ride because of that. So even though I think I feel heavy on the drives, the load itself is like a US weight load. Normal load we've been running with. Drop-offs, one in Castlegar and one in Thrums, just north of Castlegar. I always think Thrums belongs in Lord of the Rings. Turning that off because you don't want to edit it?
No, turning off is Kelowna language. It's not very polite most of the time.
Not as bad as Vancouver language.
Yeah, but...
Or Hope to Castlegar language. That's the worst right there.
Anywhere people get stressed out and frustrated in city traffic, just become polite.
Well, my ankle's bothering me today. I didn't like all that bending and I did on that deck trying to get those straps tight.
Didn't help what you did last
Yesterday
time.
I kicked. So the bunk is about 5-6 inches lower than the cab, and I kicked that edge yesterday, and holy smokes, does my toe hurt. I might have dislocated it.
I think you did.
It hurts. Not as bad today as yesterday, but and not as bad as the ankle hurt, but it's still a sharp, clear pain. The ankle is more of a dull, agonizing pain.
But right now having that step is not very friendly for you.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of a struggle. I haven't taken any painkillers today, so I'm going to.
I don't think you took your vitamins either.
No, I didn't. You guys get on me on that right away. It's like, it sounds like you need some more vitamins. Like, I know. Sometimes I get bad for. Motorcycle's still there. I had a flat tire there yesterday. Get on my vitamin.
I started taking a different vitamin than you, and I really like it. You don't like it.
No. I thought they were cute. They're like gummy.
They're gummies, yeah.
They're like gummies. They're like eating candy. Gummy candy.
It's helpful when I don't want to drink water.
Yeah.
So-
Yep. Like, now my vitamins are rattling. That's what the toque is for. The toque gets stored right up there with the vitamin because it removes the rattle. And it's a handy place to have a toque in the winter, anyway. In the summer, it's just going to be a placeholder.
I haven't quite figured out how the rattles have solved.
Well, one of the rattles goes away as soon as you sit down in that seat. That seat rattles a lot when driving. But as the truck gets older, there's going to be more and more and more rattles. We've put 166,000 kilometers on this thing already. Is it a year old yet?
I want to say it's close to a year.
Close to a year?
I know you got in the spring.
Yeah,
So I know.
got it last spring.
It's funny for me that being here. Like, we're close to home, but we don't come to Kelowna.
Yeah, we don't come to Kelowna very often at all.
So to be in the truck and see things so close to home that have changed, it's been ironic to me.
I didn't even
haven't-
notice. She goes, there's a whole bunch of new buildings there. I'm like, are there? Huh. Didn't really notice it. They showed up so slowly that I didn't really notice it. Like, there's always construction going on. But let's take this space here if the car will allow it. Looks like it. We're good. We're good. So we need to exit here to the right. Garmin doesn't say so. Garmin says take 97 all the way down to Soyuz.
To the left. Say to the right.
Oh, to the left. My left, not your left.
This is
My
take
right,
33.
not your left. Huh?
This is take 33.
Does it?
Yeah.
You forced it to go that way?
No, you chose it yourself.
Oh. Well, it doesn't say to take this shortcut. Half a tank of fuel. We're just gonna keep going. Probably fuel up at Grand Forks.
Sounds good to me.
This guy stopped way back. Really appreciate that.
Turn right on Island Road.
I do love that they turn this into a four-way.
Yeah, this used to be just a two-way stop. It was just a mess. Now it's a four-way stop. It's much better. Well, let the guy come out of Taga. I know how that yard is. Garmin tells me to get back onto the highway. Sir, we're taking a shortcut. It's actually limited. You can only take the shortcut during daylight. You're not allowed to take trucks along here at night.
Like after 7 or something like that.
That was later than that.
Take the first exit to Northwood Road.
Seems like I'm always teaching someone how roundabouts work. Last couple times, somebody was yielding inside the roundabout, just stopping inside. I'm like, you're in the roundabout, go! You're messing up everything for everyone else. There you go, Garmin. You're good now. Yeah, we'll get, if we can get to Inter4 in time, we should be able to get unloaded and fueling up. We should be able to get unloaded at Inter4 and Classic Off unloaded late enough that we should get unloaded both today.
We don't know about the reload.
Don't know what the reload is. If it's at Klesnikoff, we'll get reloaded today.
Yeah.
And if it's at Klesnikoff Mass Timber, then it'll be reloaded tomorrow morning.
I was getting ready to guess that load. So I was right about this one, so.
I say we're loading Klesnikoff to Lewiston.
Oh, that's a good guess. I was gonna say we're gonna go back down to Salem.
Or
Salmon.
Salmon.
There we
Yeah,
go.
salmon. Salmon's a good guess too.
Salmon. Either way, we're going to Idaho is our guess.
Yeah, we both are guessing Idaho.
You guys need enough time to get down there and get unloaded and come back.
Oh, Thursday. No, salmon would be unloading Friday morning.
Okay, so Lewiston then, I guess.
I don't think they like that idea because they would like them to reload us.
Yeah.
Depending on where we're going for Monday morning.
Well, you'll be gone Monday without me.
Yep. So timing out to be every other week right now.
It's actually working to my advantage with all the doctor appointments.
Yeah.
Because they schedule that far in advance, so I can do that.
That's a 30. We're in the school zone. I think they're waving at each other. No fist bumps, okay. Sometimes you get them here. And then I love the rest of the kids get a heart attack when I honk. It's kind of funny.
No, it's at Voodoo. Somebody think of Voodoo Donuts now.
this is Rutland. Rutland? I don't know.
Turn left on Highway 33.
Not sure how you pronounce it. I think it's Rutland. Part of Kelowna.
Turn left on the traffic light.
It says Canco head office.
Canco head office. Really? So Canco is based over here. No wonder we're seeing every gas station that's a mom and pop shop turning into a Canco. I'm guessing Canadian Cooperated? Canco?
Which is ironic that it's just next to a SO.
Yep. It's literally it's part of the same building as a Esso. I bet they've tried buying out that Esso. Canco is a fuel station that's been showing up everywhere. In British Columbia, at least. Places that used to never have a name brand are switching over to Canco.
On Highway 33.
Alright, let's do the big climb. Drop into here, which means we're going to bounce right back out here somewhere. Resurfacing.
It doesn't have tire.
Yeah, lost his tire, brakes. Yeah, that wheel came right off.
That would have been scary.
It wasn't too scary for me when it happened to me on the same exact wheel. It was one of those, hey, the wheel's bouncing past me while you're seeing sparks in the mirror. You pull over. The front tire would be scary, but a rear tire, as long as you don't panic, you maintain full control. Now 9:43 in the morning, so construction should be in full swing wherever they're working right now. Did I have breakfast?
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I have a solution.
You do?
It has out of head.
Oh, you got some cookies! Woohoo!
Not a head. I was like, when do we get hungry? I can't get up, so you have to bring food here.
Stop being so noisy and crinkly.
No cookies for you.
No cookies for you! Are there new houses up there too? slow down or keep hammering down? It's a main highway, so it should be a fairly short one. Yeah. Those are good cookies. Oh, be prepared for a heck of a bounce.
These are, in my humble opinion, the best shelf cookies you can buy at a store for chocolate chip, chocolate chunk.
Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, basically shelf, non-fresh
Yeah.
cookies.
Like, you have to be careful about where that. It's not a bakery.
Yeah, it's not a big.
It's a shelf cookie.
Chocolate Chunk, their President's Choice name brand. Chocolate Chunk cookies are just some of the best cookies out there.
I think you were the one that told me they based something off of the chocolate.
Well, the president of the company made their chocolate cookie their example of how to design the rest of their foods by making the best possible chocolate chip cookie in the world. So when President's Choice, they decided to make their own in-house brand for their stores. The Chocolate Chunk cookies was one they spent a lot of time in making the best chocolate chunk cookie, and then wanted their employees to slowly make more house brand themed foods. Going, this is the, oh look, a coyote. Sure, boogieing across that field. When their employees make other name brand or house brand stuff to make it as good as this, to make it a house brand that's actually good. Did they do that with all their stuff? No, some of it's garbage. Some of President's Choice is garbage, but some of it, like the chocolate chunk cookies, really good.
Like Kyle head of the bar player.
4-speed.
He's pretty good. Or she is really good at navigating bar player fences.
What is going on there? The whole mountainside is being straight. What do you think? Housing development or a winery?
Both of my choices. I don't know which one to go with.
I'm thinking they're going to scrape the top down and make a big cliff over here to try and get the field a little flatter. So push dirt down. They've moved topsoil out of the way. Then they're going to move the other soil down. Make the field less deep. I'm not done. I guess I'm done. Grabbed my last one there. Almost took my finger off.
Some days I keep you in check with the cookies.
Well, I've got to pull over here. I'm going to check the straps on those steel bars. Beam. Make sure they all stay nice and tight.
I saw the other driver use pieces of carpet.
Uh-huh. If I need a lot of steel, I would carry carpet too. Steel sharp corners, a good carpenter on the edge keeps your scraps from getting cut.
Yep. I think your vitamins are still rattling. There's something over there.
It's down here.
What's that?
Yeah. Nothing here's rattling.
Here comes the second chip truck.
Yep. We're set to go. I'm so focused on waving to the Sutco guy, I didn't wave to the guy ahead of him. Poor guy. This corner is tight. They've made it wider in the past years, but gotta be careful. Get the steers as wide as possible without curbing the trailer on those no posts. I pull into here almost every time just to let the cars that have gathered up behind us pass. But today I'm actually going to stop and get out. Make sure everything is snug.
Eastport.
So just the reload.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes me have to. Do I just stay somewhere so I don't have to cross the border with you? Or are you coming back? So I don't have to feel we can't arrive just for that.
Yeah, you could just hang out there. You want to text Tammy? And Ivan?
And see what the game plan is after
Yeah.
that. Because we can find a place for me if the weather seasons.
So after the Eastport delivery, am I headed back straight back to Canada? If so, don't worry about Jess's passport. You having trouble finding my email?
Yes. I'm going to rearrange your button.
No, you will not rearrange my buttons.
I will I pushed your button by saying I'm going to rearrange your button.
You will not do that. They are organized exactly the way I like them.
I don't.
So yeah, a little bit of shifting happened, so got a click or two out of a couple of the straps, but not too bad. Didn't have to fuel, I could make it there before 2. Close at 2. Or arrive at Via.
There's no way you can cross tonight, right?
I could, but there's no point.
So this will still work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, if you weren't with me, I wouldn't probably cross. Sleep on their yard.
Yeah.
But we can sleep in the pullout just before that.
And I can get the chair out and sit somewhere.
It'll be a couple hours.
Because you don't really have seltzer. I don't know. Should I wait a bit before
Or
I...
just fill out the Rife County thing.
Yeah. We just have to do it the night before, or I don't know, if seltzer.
Yeah, just do it right before. Call it good. I do have cell service on the U.S. side.
Okay.
Just a couple of bars, but there is a little bit of cell service there. But there's no harm in filling it out just before we cross.
I don't know how long it takes to get in their system.
Yeah.
We're literally at the borders, and like we would have to sit around for a little bit just to make sure it gets sent to them.
That's why we should fill it out the night before.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
And then it's in their system.
Well, once we know exactly where we're stopping for the night, then we can plan it out.
Yep.
Because there's Castle Car to go, and then unload at Klesnikoff, and then reload at Klesnikoff, and see how much time we have left.
And Kootenai.
And Kootenai Pass with a heavy load.
Now we're going past the fish and chip place.
We would be. See what kind of timing that would be.
I don't know.
And if we have any hours left. If the hours are right, I don't have a problem with that, but we'll have to see on the hours. This is a community of Joe Rich. Only 7 degrees Celsius here, so it's quite a bit cooler here. Well, let's looks like we're not going to have any kind of rain today, so
Yeah.
looks pretty clear right now anyway. I mean, lots can change by the end of the day. Grass is starting to grow pretty good here too. Not as lush as it was in, Portland or south in Oregon there, but it's starting to grow. Old log barn caving in the roof. I don't remember the roof being all the way caved in like that last time I came by. Emergency pull-up 400 meters ahead. That's new. Where's that? Right over here? Yeah. It definitely added improvements to this highway. There's now passing lanes and slow vehicle pullovers for climbing, for big rigs to pull into when you're climbing steep hills. It's made some good improvements there. Make people do less reckless passing, because as long as those truck drivers use those, there's a lineup behind you, use that pull-out. Always a fun little climb here. Fun road to take with a motorcycle.
I was gonna say, it's not so fun whenever we're trying to go to Big Boy.
No. When there's hundreds of people wanting to go to the ski hill.
This road gets a little crazy.
And it snows in the winter and everybody still wants to get to the ski hill because there's the fresh powder. The road definitely gets a little crazy. Summer calms down. rocks on the road. Gotta be careful. What were you snickering about?
So beautiful sky. So beautiful.
Or are you just enjoying the drive?
Yes.
I don't know if you're allowed to smile because of that. Fine.
Exactly.
More rocks.
Why would you want to wipe the smile off my face?
Exactly. Another good hard climb. I mean, we're still climbing, but we're almost to the top. We're slowly gaining speed. Speed limit's 90 kilometers per hour up here. Center of the road there, the brake check. You guys realize we have to stop there. If you're going to pull into a brake check, first off, don't pull into a brake check, use any other pull out. But if you're going to pull into a brake check, pull all the way to the side.
I was looking at the summit sign,
Okay.
the elevation,
Yep.
and I was trying to remember what the Coquihalla was yesterday. I can't quite remember.
What was this one?
See, you were talking, so I only remember parts of the number. Meters or feet?
Meter.
It was like 11,200 and something.
1,200.
Something like that.
Connector was
1,700.
1,700. I don't remember what the Coquihalla was. My pickup had a bad day. Took a tree down with it. Pickup looked really crumpled up, but the cab looked like it was fairly. I mean, it was crumpled, a cab, but it looked like it was in shape that whoever was in it had a good chance of still being alive. But this is the boring highway.
You said that was the connector yesterday.
Okay, the connector's the boring highway too. But this is a boring highway. There's no cell service, no radio stations. It's boring. And the speed limit's 90 kilometers per hour. And there's never any cops around. So people speed like crazy. And all the time you see people in the ditch ups and downs, all crumpled up. Like they went into that ditch violently, and those cars are always very crumpled up.
Doesn't help that I'm coming to the raceway most of the time.
Yeah, there's a racetrack up here.
But yeah, people don't pay attention on this road. There's a lot of memorials set up.
Yeah, there's a lot of accidents on this highway. And they've been making safety improvements, but they need to enforce the speed limit. Maybe up the speed limit to 100 and then enforce it. Because 90 is too slow in a lot of the places. And that makes people impatient because it feels so slow driving down here. If you made it 100 and then enforce the 100, having a cop up here at least one day a week randomly. It would really reduce accidents, I think. I know what it is. It just always comes back.
Well, it's the first time I've heard it this week, so.
Oh, I've moved down a couple times this week. That rattling is the VHF radio. I saw it. I saw the 70 in single lane, so depending how far away, we haven't seen a 50 yet. There's the 50.
Well, Spring Mills is definitely going.
Cruise control. Ready to stop. Usually it's fairly early. You drive 50 for quite a bit of time. Maybe a little too long,
Yeah.
but if there's a long lineup, you need to be warned ahead. That's the reason they make those signs so far out. If the lineup starts getting really long, you have a warning and you stop in time. Or else you got a rig coming full speed around the corner and just traffic stopped. Here's one of those new bullets they build on the other side of the road for slow vehicles to pull over and let the other traffic pass. There's our stop. He held it up really high until he realized I'm slowing down.
I think almost for something like that, I would want like a light up one.
Yeah,
Really?
got a nice bright red LED flashing around the stop sign.
Yeah, it would grab your attention in contrast to everything else. I saw somebody yesterday with a safety vest, and the whole X was light up red. The volume was turned down.
Get a wave for coming in nice and slow. A couple weeks ago, construction zone, I pulled in to stop, and a car behind me went zooming past me, right past the traffic controller.
Copy. They were talking about that when you were loading. Some of the truck drivers or wives are traffic control.
Okay.
So they were talking about all these different stories,
Yeah.
and it's just scary when you hear about it.
That's why I drive nice and carefully through here and make sure all the people behind me do the same thing.
But how many of them they say like they see actually force their way through and making on purpose and stuff? It's scary to hear the stories.
Roger, Sandra, standing.
I remember the one time.
Come again?
We did a lot of traffic control when we were part
Roger,
of the fire
Silver, Sandra,
department.
standing.
Copy.
And my sister was doing the traffic control, and the car would not stop. Just slowed right down and slowly started rolling. She took the stop sign and just started bashing their windshield in. Just smash, smash, smash on the windshield. Nothing broke, but they stopped. It's like, what part of stop do you not understand?
I I think they should almost have that right to do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, you're not paying attention.
I think they should have temporary spikes on the road.
Oh.
Last one, block now, stop. Copy, block now,
Put up temporary spikes on the road. When it's stopped, the spikes are on the road. When it's slow, you pull the spikes off. Nobody is running that stop. Have them directional spikes that pull down
That's thinking.
for the other side.
Yep. The spikes they get you if you go the wrong way.
Yeah, just something simple, but and it would force the other way traffic to go slow over those because they would get wigged out about it. I think it'd fix a lot of the problems, but it'd be a little bit extra work. It'd be quite a bit of extra work for the traffic controller. But it would make their job a lot easier. Cruise control.
Up 1%.
I like hearing the traffic controller whenever. Usually they're one of the LAD channels, LAD 3 or 4. Alright, anybody gonna pass me here? Nope. Here we go. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Huge thanks to those people that hit the join button and your name showed up in the credits there. Awesome. Huge credit to those people that haven't. If you've watched this far, that's amazing. You spent an hour with Jess and myself? Can't ask for more than that. Thank you for that. We are out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.
Thank you.